Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. So, from past few days, we are learning tenses, isn't it? So, we were concentrating on present tense from last 3 days, and today we are going to learn past tense. Yes. So here I will share my screen so that it would be visible to you in YouTube. Yes. So, how many types of past tense are there? Basically, we have four types of past tense, as we had four types of present tense like simple present, simple continuous, and present perfect continuous. In the same way, we have four types of past tense, that is simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Okay, so let us learn about past tense today. So the first thing which we are going to learn is simple past tense, right? So simple past tense generally talks about actions that took place at some time in the past. So we talk about the actions which has already taken place or which has already happened. Okay, so today here means now we are going to learn about simple past tense. Yes, so firstly we are going to learn about simple past tense. So the examples here for past tense are: I played football with my friend yesterday. Yeah. So what is the sentence structure? That is, I played football. Yeah. So I is the pronoun and played is the past form of the verb play. So this is the main verb which we have. I played. Hmm? So in simple past, we don't have any helping verb like I was, I were, they were. These kind of verbs are not there. I played, I ate, I drank, he played, he ate, he drank. So whatever simple past sentences you are creating, it should only consist of the subject and the main verb with ed. Yeah. So I played football with my friend and we lived in Delhi for 5 years. Okay. So simple past also talks about past habits. So habits which you had earlier but now they are not there, right? So, like my father usually closed his shop at 8 p.m. So, at past, my father used to close his shop at 8 p.m. most of the time. Usually means most of the time. Yes. We often watched television at night. Often also is the meaning of often is also most of the time. So, we used to watch television at night. So, in past form, we can form it as we often watched television at night, right? So we use the words generally, always, usually, often when we express past habits. So when we express past habits, we generally use the words like generally, always, usually, and often, right? So here, when we you are creating any sentence under simple past tense, the verb which you are using should contain ed with it. The main verb which you are using should contain ed with it, like shift, shifted, go, went, give, gave, eat, ate. So the past form of the verb must be used when you are creating sentences under simple past tense, right? So here there are some examples like the teacher dash us prepositions yesterday. Okay, so what is the past form of teach? That is taught. The teacher taught us prepositions yesterday. I dash a new bag last month. So we have buy here. What is the past form of buy? That is bought, isn't it? I bought a new bag last month. She dash a gold earring in her cupboard. Okay, so the verb which we have is find. Yeah, so what is the past form of find? That is found. She found a gold earring in her cupboard. He dash his book in the car. So what is the past form of forget? It is forgot, isn't it? So we will write here he forgot his book in the car. They dash the garbage on the road. Okay, so the verb which we have got here is throw. So what is the past form of throw? That is threw, right? So they threw the garbage on the road, right? I hope you understood that, all the sentences which we framed here, this have the subject as well as the main verb. Okay, and we don't have any helping verb, so these are coming under simple past tense, right? Okay, so now we are going to learn about past continuous tense. Past continuous tense denotes an action that was going on at some point of time in the past. So, in the past means sometimes back, this action was continuous, but it is not continuing right now. Yes. So, for example, we were doing our homework. We were doing our homework. So, what is the helping verb we are using here? That is were. Okay. So, we have got the pronoun we, and then we have got the helping verb were, and then we have got the verb do and the ing form of the do, that is doing. We were doing. So, this is past continuous tense. Okay, she was looking outside the window. She was. So what is the helping verb we are using here? Was. And with the main verb we have used ing again. Okay, she was looking outside the window. Okay, so it also expresses an action that was going on when something else happened, right? So, for example, the students were shouting. The students, okay, students are the subject here. Were is the helping verb. Shout, shout is the verb which we are using here, and we have added ing with that to make it shouting. Okay, so whenever ing is there, you should understand that the action is continuous. Yes, so the students were shouting when the teacher entered the class. Okay, so before the teacher entered the class, the students were shouting. So one activity which was continuous before the teacher entered the class, and now it has stopped. So this comes under past continuous tense. Then I was watching television when the doorbell rang. I is the pronoun here. Was is the helping verb, and watching is the main verb. So watch is a verb which we have, and we have used ing with that to make it a continuous tense, right? I was watching television when the doorbell rang. So before the doorbell rang, I was watching television. As soon as the doorbell rang, I stopped watching the television, right? So here we understood the structure of past continuous tense. What is the sentence structure under past continuous tense? You will be having subject, plus you will be having either you will be having subject, or you can use any pronoun. After that you will be having the helping verb. Okay, so helping verb would be consisting only were and was. Okay, I was, he was, she was, it was. Hmm? And we were, they were, you were. Okay, in this way we'll be using the helping verb, and along with that, whichever main verb we are going to use, with that we have to add ing, that is ing, ing, right? I hope I'm clear. So here there are some examples like sleep, and the options are given as was, were, and the sleeping. Okay, so if I use I will say I was sleeping to make it in a past continuous tense. Yeah, past continuous tense. Okay, and then He was sleeping, she was sleeping, it was sleeping. You were sleeping, we were sleeping, they were sleeping. Right? Okay. So then I began to sing. So how can we change it to simple past continuous tense? Yeah, I began to sing. So here we have to write I and then the helping verb was and then singing. I was singing. The poor children were searching for food. He he was having bath. No, sorry, he was bathing. He was bathing, right? She was giving water to the thirsty man. She was giving water to the thirsty man. The postman was collecting the letters from the post box. So this is how we have changed all these sentences into simple past continuous tense. Yes, I hope you understood the simple past tense and simple past continuous tense, right? So okay. So here the past continuous tense is used to denote an action going on at some time in the past. The time of the action may or may not be indicated. So when we talk anything in past continuous tense, we may or may not indicate the time. For example, we were listening to radio all evening. We were listening to radio all evening. So here we do not know the particular time. All evening we were listening to the radio. I was it was getting darker. It was getting darker. The light went out while I was reading. The light went out while I was reading. Yes. When I saw him, he was playing chess. When I saw him, he was playing chess. So he was playing chess. This comes under simple past continuous tense, right? Okay, so let us move forward. Here there is an assignment which you can try at home. Okay, so she and the options are given here, like was behaving, were behaving badly with her mother. So she is a third person pronoun we have got, and this is singular. So what should we use? Was behaving or were behaving? We should use was behaving, right? She was behaving badly with her mother. Yeah, they were canceling or was canceling their trip to Goa. So here they is a plural third person pronoun, right? So we have to use were. They were canceling their trip to Goa. So in the same way we are going to do all these questions. Yeah, so you have to check whether the subject is plural or singular, and accordingly you have to use was or were. Yes. So now we are moving to understand past perfect tense. Yeah, so mostly people get a little bit confused with past perfect tense. Yes, so what is basically, why do we use past perfect tense? We use past perfect tense to show actions which happened first. Okay, so maybe we are talking about any past actions, okay, which happened together, and we want to show which action happened first and which action happened next, right? So here we can use past perfect tense to show which action happened first and which action happened next, right? So here, first of all, I'm going to show you a sentence which is in simple past tense. For example, when he got to the station, the train arrived. Our sentence is, when he got to the station, the train arrived. So what is the meaning you are getting from here? That when he reached to the station, at that point of time, the train arrived. So first he reached the station according to the meaning of the sentence I'm telling. So first we reached the station and then the train arrived, right? But then, if we change the same sentence into past perfect tense, it would be written in this way: when we got to the station, the train had arrived. The train had arrived. Yeah. So now what is the meaning you are getting? I'm reading the sentence once again. When we got to the station, the train had arrived. That means before we reached the station, the train had already arrived. Yeah. So this is how there is a difference between framing a sentence under simple past tense and past perfect tense. So past perfect tense shows you exactly what happened first and what happened next, right? So what is the structure which should be followed under past perfect tense? Yes, so first of all, we'll be having the subject, and then we will have had. Okay, had should be there. Subject plus had plus past participle form of verb. Okay, so what should be the sentence structure under past perfect tense? It should be subject plus had plus past participle form of verb. Yes. So when we have two actions happen together in past, we use past perfect tense to show which action happened first. I hope you understood this. Yes. Okay. So here there are some more examples. Like I was late because I had to catch a bus and come here. So why she had to catch the bus? Because she was late. So first of all, she was late, and that is the reason why she had to catch the bus. Okay, no, I was late because I had to catch a bus and come here. Yeah, so she was late because she had to catch a bus and then come to the place where she was going. After Sophie had finished her work, she went to lunch. Okay, so before she finished her work and then she went to lunch. I washed the floor when the painter had gone. So first of all, the painter left the floor and then I washed the floor. Okay, so we are understanding which action happened first and which action happened next, right? I didn't say anything until she had finished talking. So, first she stopped talking, she finished talking, and then I started talking to her, right? Before I knew it, she had run out of the door. So, she had already run out of the door when I came to know about the incident or any information, right? Okay. So next we have, if two actions happened in the past, it may be necessary to show which action happened earlier than the other. The past participle is mainly used in such situations. As I already told you why past perfect tense is used. It is used to show incidents which happened first and which happened next. Okay, so here we have got some more examples. Like when I reached the station, the train had started. So the train had already started before I reached the station. I had done my exercise when Hari came to see me. Okay, so I was over with my exercise when Hari came to see me. I had written the letter before he arrived. Okay, so I had already finished writing the letter before he arrived. Yes. And then we have past perfect continuous tense, right? Past perfect continuous tense. Okay. So what is past perfect continuous tense? Yeah, it is used for an action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to that time. So at past that activity began and now also it is continuing. Yes, so these type of activities or actions come under past perfect continuous tense. For example, I was very tired as I had been working for the whole day. Why I was tired? Because in the past I had been working for the whole day. The work was continuous, right? Sheena achieved good marks in her maths exam because she had been working very hard last month. So she was continuously working hard last month, and that is why now she has achieved good marks in maths. Yeah. So, what is the sentence structure under past perfect continuous tense? Yes. So, here, first of all, we have to write the subject, and then had been. We have to write had been plus ing form of the main verb. So, subject plus had been plus ing form of the main verb, right? So, I hope you understood how to write sentences under past perfect continuous tense, and we already discussed about past tense, simple past tense, past perfect, past simple past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense, right? So here I would like to end my class. If you have any questions, you can message me, or you can like ping me in my Instagram or in YouTube. And also please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Yes. Okay, so thank you for today. I'll just end my